flag in the hand. They'll hit the start zone, the Dadswell service start zone, and they're off. It's going to be Tony Pangrazzo to the outside, followed by the 0 of Billy Bleak. And they go into turn number 1. And out will come Tony Pangrazio with about a 2-car length lead. Down the backstretch they go into turn number 3 and 4. Single file. It's going to be 3 cars to the redraw. Tony Pangrazio didn't win a heat race in 2024. He hasn't won one yet in 2025. Looking to change that fortune here tonight. Sportsman right now running lap times in the low 19 seconds for Pangrazio and Billy Bleak. And Henry Mayer out there doesn't have a transponder on, so no timing from Henry, but everyone else has a transponder on. Everything's working on My Race Pass. Halfway to go for Tony Pangrazio, looking to pick up his first heat race win in quite some time, as he's extended that lead. Down the backstretch they go, as he's setting quick time almost every time around. He'll have the fastest lap out there, as this track will continue to get faster and faster as the night goes on. Tony Pangrazio is going to see the 2 to go. And so far, even with the rain, it looks like this new play is adapting pretty well. Don't see much bumping and moving over in turns 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. We'll see what happens later on in the night as they decide to move that line up. White flag in the air for Tony Pangrazio. Out of turn number 2, Tony Pangrazio comes silky smooth into 3 and 4. He'll come around, he'll see the checkered flag, and Tony Pangrazio will pick up his first heat race win in quite some time. As we send it down to Nate Cozen, who's down there with Tony Pangrazio, first time heat race winner in over a couple years.
Well, Tony, you're like Jeremy said, your first heat race win in a couple of years. How's it feel out there?
Pretty good. I got to thank John Venuto. Last week we came out in the heat and we were junk. Pointed me in the right direction, and man, the car feels great.
Yeah. Well, you look great out there. I mean, you were on a green track, and with all that rain, but it looked like you handled it pretty well. I mean, you were smooth sailing from lap 1 to lap 8.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when it slicks off. I don't know if it will tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be flat and fast. So, hey, good luck in the feature.
Nope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, heat race number 2 scheduled to go off like this on the pole. And they'll hit that Dadswell Service 24-hour towing and recovery start zone over in turn number 4. The leaders will fire together for a one and only time before they start the race. It's Merjivka and Newton. Into turn number 1 they go. Newton will have that middle line. Hoxie will have that rear right on the berm. He'll slip up just a little bit. Here comes John Venuto. John Venuto from 6 up to 3rd. And now it's all about that race for 3rd spot, as now Ray Bliss goes ahead and gets by the 00 Sam Hoxie. Colby Adamczak working to the inside of the DKM Fabrication 00 Sam Hoxie. He'll get by. But up front, it's Ricky Newton, winner of 3 straight heat races in a row, looking to make it 4, and he's expanding that 5-second lead out there right now, and you can see by the eyes it's getting wider and wider, but here comes Ray Bliss behind the back bumper of the 8 car of John Venuto. Trouble for the 00 Sam Hoxie as Hoxie's going to pull that car pit side in his DKM Fabrication ride. 2 laps left to go for Ricky Newton in the 379. Tyler Gazzardi will pull that car pit side as he's out here just taking some hot laps as he wasn't out here for his heat race. So he's just doing some hot laps as he pulled that car into the infield. White flag is out for Ricky Newton, looking to go 4 in a row for the Sportsman in that brand new Troyer, the 379. Down the backstretch they go into turn number 3 and 4. Ricky Newton from Oakfield, New York will pick up the heat race win. Second place is going to be Greg Merjivka, and third into the redraw is going to be the 8 car of John Venuto. So we'll have a word with Ricky down here in the backstretch of the go-kart track as he'll meet with Nate, and Ricky's got to be feeling pretty happy after 4 in a row here to understand the track is going to be way different come feature time for these guys. But we'll see what Ricky thinks of this new Troyer ride and what he has for later tonight.
Well, Ricky, that's 4 in a row. You're making this a habit.
Yeah, you know, it's been pretty good lately. We brought this new car out. It's been pretty fast. Still working on it a little bit. A little choppy, but we should be okay.
Hey, like you said, new car out. You think you got it where you want it for tonight?
Yeah, I think it'll be a little different than what we've been seeing the last few weeks, so we'll have to work on it a little bit, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you guys might be hammered down tonight. Hey, congratulations. Good luck in the feature. Ricky Newton, your heat race winner.
Heat race number 3 on the lineup, and they're scheduled to go off like this. On the pole in the 3N from Ridgeway, Ontario, that's going to be green flag in the air. And Vigneri. Vigneri will have the lead down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4. And Vigneri will lead lap number 1. As the track is starting to pick up in speed as these guys are now into the mid-18 second bracket. As we started this night out, we were in the 20s. Now they're in the mid-18. But it's Mamo looking to the inside of the 12V of Phil Vigneri. He'll back out of it, think twice. Again, Noah and Mamo not going away here in that 3N machine. Sportsman with the top 2 have broken away. The race is on for third. Back there with the 35 of Joe Mickey as he's got himself in that final redraw spot. White flag in the air for PB3. Looking for his 4th heat race win of the season. a nice lead over the 3 car of Noah Mamo into 3 and 4. He'll come around. He'll pick up the checkered flag. Phil McNair the third, winner of heat race number 3. Mamo is second into the redraw. Mickey's going to be third into the redraw, followed by Catalano, Pancrazio, and Newton. And we'll take a word with Phil Vigneri the third. And Phil Vigneri this year has won 4 heat races. Every time he wins the heat race, he wins the feature. If he doesn't win the feature, if he doesn't win the heat, he doesn't win the feature. And Phil don't want to talk tonight. Phil's leaving. I don't want to talk to you either.